Lexus just changed the game, and the 2027 LX800 is the proof. Welcome back to ModLife Auto. Let's get straight into it. The Lexus LX lineup has always represented the absolute pinnacle of what this brand can do. Tough enough for serious off-road work, refined enough for executive travel, and reliable enough to outlast almost everything else in the class. But with the 2027 LX800, Lexus appears to be making a statement that goes far beyond their usual formula. This is not just an upgrade. This is Lexus drawing a line in the sand and telling every European luxury brand, Range Rover, BMW, Mercedes, that the Japanese are coming for the throne. Now, before we go any further, I want to be straightforward with you because this channel values honesty above everything. Lexus has not released a full official spec sheet for the 2027 LX800 yet. What we have are credible industry reports, leaked details, and a very clear direction based on what Lexus has already built with the current LX generation. Everything we cover today is grounded in real information. No fiction, no clickbait. Just the most accurate and exciting picture of what this machine is shaping up to be. So, let's start where it matters most, under the hood. The 2027 LX800 is widely expected to feature a twin-turbocharged V8 engine paired with an advanced hybrid electric system. Now, to understand why 700 horsepower is not only believable but almost expected, consider this. The current LX700H uses a twin-turbo V6 with a relatively modest hybrid setup and already produces 457 horsepower and 583 pound-feet of torque. That version does 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds, in a vehicle that weighs over 5,000 pounds. When you scale that engineering up to a full twin-turbo V8 with a more aggressive hybrid powertrain, 700 horsepower becomes a completely realistic target. The torque figures on something like this could be absolutely staggering. The kind of low-end pull that makes merging onto a highway feel like launching off a runway. And despite the size and weight of this SUV, we could realistically be looking at a 0 to 60 time in the neighborhood of 4.5 seconds or less. That puts it in the same conversation as genuine sports cars, which for a 3-year-old family hauler is nothing short of extraordinary. The platform underneath is also getting serious attention. Lexus is expected to continue developing the GF body-on-frame architecture, using more aluminum and high-strength steel to reduce weight without sacrificing the structural rigidity that makes the LX so capable off-road. The suspension system is expected to carry forward the adaptive variable dampers and height-adjustable air suspension that debuted on the 700H, but with more refined tuning. What that translates to in the real world is a vehicle that can soak up rough terrain, highway expansion joints, and city potholes with equal composure. It's the kind of ride quality that makes long drives feel effortless. And if you're enjoying this breakdown so far, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to ModLife Auto right now. We cover the most exciting cars in the world every single week, and you do not want to miss what's coming next on this channel. Now, let's talk about how this thing looks, because presence matters enormously at this price point. The exterior design of the 2027 LX800 is expected to push Lexus's signature design language further than ever before. The iconic spindle grille gets bolder and wider, commanding attention the moment it enters your field of vision. The LED headlights take on a sharper, more angular shape, the kind of face that looks authoritative in a rear-view mirror. Sculpted body lines run the length of the vehicle with intention, emphasizing width and strength without feeling overdone. Massive wheel arches house wheels expected to go up to 22 inches as standard, with larger options available on higher trims. The combination of chrome and blacked-out accents is handled with the kind of restraint that separates genuine luxury from imitation. This is a vehicle that does not need to shout. It simply arrives, and everyone notices. The rear of the LX800 is equally commanding. Full-width LED taillights stretch across the tailgate. Quad exhaust tips finish the lower bumper with authority, and a motorized hands-free tailgate rounds out a design that is polished from every angle. Available color options are expected to include stunning metallic finishes, as well as exclusive two-tone combinations for higher trim levels. Details that elevate the visual experience even before you open a door. And when you do open that door, this is where Lexus truly separates itself. Step inside the 2027 LX800, And the first thing that hits you is the silence. Lexus has engineered the cabin insulation on this vehicle to be exceptionally effective. Wind noise, road noise, and engine noise are almost entirely eliminated. At highway speeds, the cabin remains so quiet that a normal conversation requires no effort whatsoever. That level of acoustic refinement is something even some private jets struggle to match. The materials inside are exceptional by any standard. Premium Nappa leather covers every surface that matters. Real open pore wood trim is used throughout the dash and door panels. Not the plastic imitation that some competitors try to pass off as luxury, but actual wood with genuine texture and warmth. Brushed aluminum accents catch the light in all the right places. Ambient lighting wraps the entire cabin in a soft, customizable glow that transforms the interior atmosphere from daytime professional to evening elegant with a touch of a button. The technology suite inside the LX800 represents a massive leap forward for this nameplate. A large 14-inch curved central infotainment display sits at the heart of the dashboard, paired with a 12.3-inch fully digital driver cluster and a separate lower control screen for climate and secondary functions. The system supports wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, and over-the-air software updates, meaning this vehicle gets smarter over time without requiring a dealership visit. Voice commands are significantly improved, processing is faster, and the overall interface feels less like traditional automotive software and more like a premium consumer tech product. Safety technology is equally comprehensive. The Lexus safety system on the LX800 is expected to include adaptive cruise control with full stop-and-go capability, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring with rear cross-traffic alert, automatic emergency braking, and a 360-degree camera system that makes parking this large SUV surprisingly stress-free. These systems operate in the background with minimal intrusion, keeping you protected without constantly reminding you that they exist. That balance between safety and driving enjoyment is something Lexus consistently gets right. Passenger comfort across all three rows is another area where the LX800 is expected to set new standards. Front seats are wide, deeply bolstered, and offer heating, ventilation, and massage functions. Second-row captain's chairs and higher trims match that same feature set, giving rear passengers an experience that rivals business-class air travel. The third row benefits from improved legroom compared to previous generations, a meaningful improvement for families who actually use all 7 seats regularly. And for the top trim levels, Lexus is expected to offer a VIP executive 4-seat configuration, where second-row passengers recline into ottomans, control individual entertainment displays, and manage their own climate zones independently. It is genuinely one of the most luxurious rear seat experiences available in any production SUV on the market today. Off-road capability remains a core part of the LX identity, and the 2027 LX800 will not abandon that heritage. Multi-terrain select modes, crawl control, locking differentials, hill descent control, and underbody protection are all expected to carry over and be refined further. The LX has always been one of the very few luxury SUVs that you can take seriously off the pavement, and that reputation is something Lexus protects fiercely. Now let's talk about what this costs, because at this level, pricing tells its own story. The 2027 Lexus LX800 is expected to start somewhere in a range of $95,000 to $110,000 for base configurations, with fully loaded top-tier trims pushing well beyond $120,000. A limited first edition launch model with exclusive exterior finishes, bespoke interior details, and unique badging is also expected, and that one will almost certainly command a premium above sticker. For context, that pricing puts the LX800 squarely against the Range Rover, the BMW X7, and the Mercedes GLS. And here is where the value argument for Lexus becomes very compelling. Because historically, Lexus vehicles retain 60 to 65% of their value after 5 years, which outperforms nearly every European competitor in that segment. Reliability costs over time are significantly lower, and dealer service experience with Lexus consistently ranks among the best in the industry. So when you're spending 6 figures on a vehicle, the LX800 is not just a purchase. It's genuinely one of the smarter investments you can make in the luxury SUV space. Before I wrap this up, drop a comment below and let me know. Would you take the LX800 over a Range Rover? Because honestly, that conversation is getting very interesting right now. And if you got value out of this video, please hit that like button, share this with fellow car enthusiasts, and make sure you're subscribed to ModLife Auto, because we have some incredible videos coming your way very soon, and you do not want to miss a single one. The 2027 Lexus LX800 is not just a luxury SUV. It is Lexus's most serious, most powerful, and most ambitious statement yet. And if it delivers on even 80% of what's being reported, it will be one of the greatest vehicles ever to wear that L badge. I'll be watching this one very closely, and so should you.